So you're happy with your panel up there now?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I know it's a lot of information, but if you ever get into a menu and you think, oh, what's this? Just keep pressing down, and eventually it will take you to exit, settings. Just hit the select arrow in the middle and you can come back out of it. Because there is like a sort of engineer's mode you can get into where you can adjust loads of stuff. So if you're ever fiddling with it, just keep pressing the down arrow until it says exit settings and then hit it to come back out that menu. Okay?
Yeah.
So, I'll move on to your heating panel next. So, here's your heating controls here on the wall for you. So, let me just turn the brightness up so we can see it a bit easier. So, on the front panel here, what it's showing us, the top one, is your thermostat for your central heating. So all you do is just plus or minus it and set it at whatever level you want your central heating at. It's as easy as that. And then obviously when the van now drops down to 19 degrees, your heating system will automatically kick in, heat up the vehicle for you. When it gets above 19, it will shut off. And then it'll automatically kick in and then to keep the van nice and warm for you. Next one down is your hot water. Now that's your hot water off, that's your hot water on, and then that's hot water boost.
Alright.
So what the boost mode is, it's switched off your central heating now, put all its power into that hot water boiler for you. So all it is, it will reheat quicker than it would do on normal operations.
Does that cancel itself out when the water's back to temperature, does it?
No, well what you need to do, it will eventually, but what we recommend is just knock it back off when you finish with that function, because as I say, it's overridden your central heating, so you'll have no heating on while you're using the water boost. Now, the next two down are your power selects. So, electric, that's electric off. It will run on 1 kilowatts, 2 kilowatts, or 3 kilowatts of electric. And all it is the more power you send to the unit, the faster it'll heat up. So it'll work perfectly fine on 1 kilowatts compared to 3, but on 3 kilowatts it'll heat up a lot quicker than it would do on 1 kilowatts. And then gas, all it is green's gas on, and blue is your gas off.
Yeah.
Okay, but that's just for your central heating and your hot water boiler.
Pretty
Okay.
simple, isn't it?
Yeah. You're happy with the basics?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's more. There's more. So that's the basics. My main aim, if you are happy with that front panel, I'm happy, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll press the little spanner now, and I'll just breeze through the rest of the features on here. So the little clock is just simply setting the time and date. We've then got the moon, which is a night mode, so you can set a timer in here if you like it colder when you're in bed. You can set a reduced temperature, so when it gets to a set time, whatever you want, the heating system will automatically turn down for you. Then the day mode is just the opposite, so you can have a day timer, so if you like it warmer for when you wake up. Then delayed start timer, so this is where if you've got it on a permanent pitch, once a week you can set a timer so your heating system comes on, heats the vans up, and then shuts off at the end of the day. We've then got prioritise, so that's just what power source you look for first. Well, you're only using electric, so I'd definitely just leave that on electric. We've then got offset the thermostat. So what you'll notice is the thermostat will always read different between this one and the one up there. What it is the sensors are in different places in the van. So what you can do is adjust this one to match up that one, if it's something that you want to do. Then, next one down, that's just backlight, how the screen stays lit. Now, antibacterial, what this one is inside that hot water boiler. About 2-3 o'clock in the morning, it'll superheat up the water in there to kill any bacteria that's held in that tank. So when you brush your teeth in the morning, you know that water's sterile. And all you need to do is just have it switched on in there, and as I say, that will just happen in the middle of the night, you won't even hear it happening.
That's the hot water tank?
Yeah, just a hot water tank, yeah. So, next to it is pump settings, so all you can do in here is turn it off from thermostatically controlled to constantly running. Now if you want to know what boiling the bag rice feels like, switch your thermostat off, because you will cook in here, because it will literally heat up to 30 degrees and just keep it at 30 degrees, so you'll cook slowly. So I'll just leave your thermostat on, you'll be plenty hot enough. We've then got key beep if you want it to beep or not every time you press it. Language if you want to speak French or German to it. External don't worry about, because that's where you can get like a mobile phone attachment again to use your phone for your heating. Anything that's greyed out is a feature that's not available, so don't worry about that. And then the last menu, service, will bring up any alarm codes or any faults if there is any. Reset, same as anything electrical nowadays. If it's not doing what it's told, just hit the reset and it'll reboot it back up into factory settings. So you won't have to put any programs or anything like that that you want. And then last thing I'll just show you in this installed accessories, if you did ever want to use your app, you need to come into here and click on third party panel. That's just telling this system that it's going to receive its commands from elsewhere. Okay. And then this is your sort of standby menu. So this is what the screen will sit on. What it's showing us now, you see the little circles there?
Yeah.
That's letting us know your heating is in operation. So it is heating up currently. Then obviously the black plug here is letting us know we're running on the mains. And then it's 18.5 degrees currently. Okay,
Right.
lovely.
Yeah.
Happy with that?
I think.
I know, it's a lot of information, sorry. So, next thing I'll do next is your consumer unit. So, your powerhouse for the vehicle is just inside your wardrobe here.
Yeah.
So, starting on the very end, we've got your system shutdown button. So what that will do is isolate any drain off your 12 volt system. So if you're leaving it for anywhere or any period of time, you're not near any electrics, you can hit the system shutdown and it'll isolate on the drain. But obviously with your solar panel, and if you are anywhere near electric, I'd probably just leave it on. Because obviously if you can plug it in at home where you keep it, you can obviously charge it up that way. Plus the solar panel will keep that battery topped up.
So what's the solar panel, what's its maximum output?
They're normally 80, it's either 80 or 100 watt. But they're all slightly different on all the vans, so I wouldn't. Again, I can ask the question. And we can
Yeah,
find
well,
out.
I'm just interested.
But what the solar panel's for, they're nowhere near at the levels yet of your battery charger. But what that solar panel does is keep life in your leisure battery. So if you've ever flattened a leisure battery, what you'll find is when you plug it back in, it won't hold its charge. But what the solar panel does is keep that battery topped up. So next time you come to it, all you need to do is plug into the mains and it will recharge back up that battery fully. So it more keeps the battery alive rather than it going flat. Okay.
Yeah.
Then, moving across the top, we've got your reverse polarity. So if you ever take your van abroad, the French are obviously a bit backwards to us. When you plug in, that will light up to let you know the power is reversed externally. So it won't power anything up in your van. By the time you've either rewired your leads or got an adapter, you'll see that light's gone out. When the light's out, it means it is powering up your van. Okay. We've then got battery charger and heating and hot water. So I would just leave them two on constantly, because you know then when you're plugged into the mains, it's running your battery charger to re-top up your system, and plus your heating and hot water is running on mains electric. Okay.
So what I've done in the past, I've always left it just plugged into the mains. You know, if it's sat there all winter, just let it plugged
Yeah,
in the mains.
that's it. Yeah. Perfectly fine to do that. We've then got 12 volt fuses and your 240 breakers. There's a little sticker just on the other side here. 12 volt fuses and 240 breakers.
Yeah.
But the other one good thing with these fantastic new fuse panels there, a little red LED light will light up on the fuse that's blown.
All right. So that's
So gone are these days of pulling all the fuses out and checking them. You can literally just go straight to the one that's blown.
Then what do we do?
change it.
Just change it.
What do?
Whatever one you take out, replace it with the exact same one. But you could. We do the 12 volt fuses here. There is some spare ones in your pack, but you can get them from most car garages.
Yeah.
They're readily available, put it that way.
Get it anywhere, basically.
Yeah, get it anywhere. Okay.
Yeah.
So, just above us, while we sat down, it's quite nice to sit. The tank in the back there relates to your Aldi central heating system.
Yeah.
Oh, you're cruel, you are. So, for your heating tank in there, it's an anti-freeze mix, so it doesn't need draining down at winter. It's good for something like -20 or something ridiculous.
Does it need topping or not?
Yeah, just keep an eye on the level. You see the maximum about halfway up?
Yeah.
And then the minimum right down the bottom. All you need to do is always check it when it's cold. And as long as you're above the minimum, you're perfectly fine. You can top it up with a spot of water if you're in the middle of nowhere. But obviously when you get back to civilization, either pop in and see us here or another dealer and just grab some of the correct Aldi fluid just to top it back up. Okay.
Good show.
Lovely. So what should we do next? Should we do your kitchen next? So in your end cupboard here, there's your solar panel box.
Right.
Oh, 150 watt, there you go. So for your solar panel now, it's like the best dog you've ever owned. It walks itself, feeds itself, it even cleans up its own muck in the garden. It literally just sits there, does its job. There's nothing to switch on and off. You can see it's got one light flashing at the minute, so that means it's putting some power in. If the two lights are solid, it's putting all its power in, and if there's no lights on it whatsoever, it's got nothing to do and it switches itself off. So it literally just sits there and does its job. You don't have to worry about it. So obviously, your plate rack and your cup rack's inside there. Then your lovely microwave on the end. All it is, you can just press the quick start and it goes up in minutes. Or if you press the microwave button once, That's the power output. So obviously it's an 800 watt microwave. P100 is 100%. And then press microwave again, and there's your timer. Okay, and then just start, and then stop down the bottom.
Right, that's how the other one works, isn't it?
That's exactly the same one.
Oh, is it? Oh, happy days.
Corner.
Best advice,
Oh, yeah.
always take this out for when you're travelling, because if it does jump out and land on your cooker lid, it will smash that.
Yeah.
It's free to take it out. Either wrap it in a towel, pop it in your sink, or very simply, you can just wedge it underneath the cushion.
I'll leave
Okay.
it there now.
So, cutlery drawer.
Yep.
Huge kitchen cupboard with your racks.
Oh, it is good, isn't it?
Yeah, plenty of storage in there. Then utensils drawer or whatever you want to, your junk drawer. And then your other racks pull out inside there. Okay, your draining board, your chopping board are in there. Also your gas shut-off valves are down the bottom there. There is a sticker on the bottom there to let you know which gas shut-off valves which. And our main advice, if you do ever smell gas, is just to switch your bottles off. But I know you're not going to use gas, but at least I've
Yeah.
told you if you ever do in the future. So, for your cooker, on the end, 1 to 6 relates to your electric ring. Obviously your electric ring only works when you're plugged into the mains, it won't run off your 12 volt system. You've then got 1, 2, 3 for your gas burners, and then it's 1, 2, and 3.
Where's that gas coming from?
That's a gas bottle.
From my mains gas pipe was plugged in. We are wired into the mains gas. Then below, got your grill pan and handle. Grills, this one here, turn hold.
That's gas as well, isn't it?
Yeah, that's gas as well. And then below, here's your lovely oven. And again, just turn, hold, and ignite.
I can smell that gas now.
That's only gas fumes you can smell there. That's just the vapour coming off. It's not a gas leak. There is always, when you're using gas, there is always a slight odour to it. But you will tell the difference between vapour and actual gas itself. So below, you've got your pots and pans store. There is a plug socket in the back corner of this cupboard that relates to your electric ring. So I'll put £1,000,000 on the fact if you're switching that on and it's not heating up, it's because you've caught the plug in there with a pot handle. So all you need to do is just make sure that plug's nicely pushed in. Good. Okay. So then, freezer behind us. So all it is push down button to open your fridge door, and then it's opposite, push up, and that opens your freezer door. Okay. And then here's your control panel underneath. So on off on the end. Then these are your 3 power selects. So as I've got it currently running on gas at the minute, or you can run on mains electric, or obviously the vehicle battery for when you're towing down the road.
Yeah.
But obviously it'll beep at me now because there's no vehicle there. If you're going to light your gas and it's not lit, again it will do exactly the same with flash there. But all you do to relight the gas is just simply press the hazard button on the end there, and it will automatically light your gas. Then moving on down, we've then got what this one is it's a defrost setting for around your door here. So if it's starting to freeze up, switch that on and it'll defrost around your door for you. Okay.
Yeah.
Then temperature on that one. So obviously all 5 bars lit to the coldest, down to 1, which is sort of the lowest temperature that the fridge will run. But I mean, you can feel the cold coming out of there. You're certainly cracking little fridge freezers. So for your catches, there's one in the fridge. There's exactly the same as the one in the freezer at the top up here. All it is push the plastic bit in and slide it out. Yeah. And then obviously all that does is keeps your door open so some air can circulate around there. And all you do to put it back in is push it down and slide it back. Okay.
Yep.
So I'm showing you your TV aerial, so we've seen where that one is.
Yeah.
Onboard aerial's just up there. Then extractor fan. So all it is turn the handle, opens up the lid. Once you've got the lid open, on is just in the middle, and it always switches on extract. So to turn it up, just press the same side, and obviously you'll see the LED lights up and it speeds up. And then to slow it down or to change direction is just simply the other side. So keep pressing it.
What happened at the car? Is he in there? Oh, Oh, he's in there. Right, so tinted windows,
Yeah.
you can't see.
And then obviously once you finish with your extractor, do just make sure you put your lid back down. Because I pass hundreds of people a year that are all driving around with their hatches open. Yeah. So, we're getting there now, we're getting there. So, underneath your bed. So, inside here, there's your 2 Alco wheel locks.
Right, yeah.
Also your power cable, your external shower, and then also your plastic steps in there for you as well.
Right.
Okay. Then, moving on into your bathroom. So you have got 2 more light switches here again. One's for the cupboard lights above your cupboard, and then the other one is a little marker light down by your feet. And I can remember where it is. Oh, it's here, this side. It's just a little small light just down on the floor there. That's it. Okay. And sorry, your other TV point's just at the side there. So, moving on to your bathroom. So your light switches for your bathroom are just down the side here. So one does the shower, the other does the bathroom. Okay. Obviously electric flush on top of the toilet, the usual gate at the front, and then just below the grey symbol there it will light up to let you know when it's your turn to empty the cassette. Oh, your turn? Oh, wow. So, I'll move into your shower. Obviously mixer tap, same as mixer tap for your shower, and you have got a little rail which drops down here so you can hang your wet towels or wet coats or anything inside here so at least it doesn't get wet.
It's a bit like you for me. It's a lot of good to you, is it, for me?
Yeah, they do as a freshen up shower, but you certainly can't have a long shower in them. And then for your shower door, always pin it back for travelling. So all you do is pull the catch across, obviously you can use it, but just before you set off, just make sure you have pushed it behind there and locked it in place.
Good show.
Okay. Well, that's about it from me, really.
Just looking.
Hatches, I think they're all the same, so if I show you the bigger one at the front, yeah, they are all the same. So, I'll show you the one here, all the same, all it is press the button in, just slide the handle down. This is easy as that, or you can stagger it and have it pushed out into one of them. It's not fully opened. Right. Lock it back up, and then obviously we've got your blackout blinds and your fly screens.
Yeah.
Same as all your windows all the way round. Blackouts, and then your fly screens above them.
What's this fluffy bit?
That is your blackout blind.
Oh, I see this fluffy bit.
Okay.
Right.
And that's about it really, unless you've got any other questions.
No, I just think that's...
I'm glad we did this.
Yeah, it is a lot of information. A lot of information. Now, sadly, there is a slight bit of paperwork. Obviously, I know I've still got left. I'll give you a quick demonstration in your motor mover. And then, obviously, I'll hook you up to the car and we'll test your lights and everything as well. So, paperwork.
So just turn this
So,
off.
yeah, you can knock one off now. Don't